My name is Tyler Arceneaux. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm a millennial. Are there any millennials here? Shake your pill bottles. I can't hear you. Where are you guys? Existence is pain. Existence is pain. I'm just getting to that point in my millennialhood when I'm starting to realize the music that I grew up with is so much better than the bullshit my daughter listens to. Right? I got an 11-year-old. You know what she doesn't have? Crunk music. Crunk music would teach you shit. If it wasn't for crunk music, no one in here would know what skeet means. If you didn't laugh at that, it's because you're too old to know what skeet means. It's okay. I'll help you through this. Pretty good at this. For those of you who did laugh, it's because you remember 2003 and a little song called Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. And in that song, Lil Jon gave us a slick way to say come in front of old people. Skeet means come, welcome to the comedy show. The album version of Get Low, there are 44 skeets. This is an accurate joke, you can Google this. When they made the radio version, they edited the words motherfucker out of the chorus, and they replaced every motherfucker with 3 more skeets. That's the day the FCC taught me that every motherfucker is worth 3 comes. It's a pretty good exchange rate. In the year 2019, the FCC pulled a heinous act on us, though. They edited all of the skeets out of that song when it plays on the radio. Just picture a whole bunch of old people in a boardroom making decisions for all of us. They finally wised up to what skeet means. They're like, this is too much cum for the radio. They edited all the skeets out of that song and they replaced it with nothing. I know that's not funny, but not enough of you are mad at what the fuck I just said. We had skeet for almost 20 years. And then they just took it from us. I heard that song the other day, it just goes, oh! Oh! Goddamn! That's a sad song now, right? The first time my mom heard that song, our relationship changed forever. She said, Tyler, what does skeet mean? I didn't want to talk about cum with my mom, I was 13. So I lied to her. I told her the greatest lie I would ever tell. I said, Mom, skeet means to smoke weed. I didn't even realize how funny that was going to be until she started saying shit like, now that smells like somebody skeeting around the shed again. Can't believe how many people are here skeeting at this Creed concert. Told me this was going to be a Christian band. I don't want you skeeting all over the house like your brother did. She told me that one time. She don't even know how funny that is. My brother smoked weed and had a kid at a young age. Motherfucker was skeeting from the window of the wall. I live with my mom. I don't like how no one was surprised when I said that. Everybody's like, yes, and? Go on, sir. My mom actually lives with me. She had to move in with me. Because, it's come upon some hard times. But when my mom moved in with me, she had to learn a little bit about me. One of those things is I love the recreational use of marijuana.
Yes.
All right, I'm getting some yeses. All right. Hell yeah, there's a lot of white people in here, but we're smoking weed. That's good. Good. Awesome. I eventually got my mom to smoke with me. Anybody ever smoke weed with your parents before?
Yes.
Yes? Mom or dad?
Mom.
Mom? How was it? Was it cool?
I thought it was going to be.
And is this going to take a dark turn?
No, I don't know. I just got paranoid.
Oh, yeah. I thought maybe it was going to turn into one of those videos I accidentally watch sometimes. With the mom and the daughter and the... All right. Whenever me and my mom smoked, it was great, because we're normally on opposite ends of everything. But one time I got her high and we fucking vibed hard, right? She actually said something, had my eyebrows cranked way up to the ceiling. She got real high and she goes, hey Tyler, how come somebody can get arrested for having drugs on them? And if they have enough drugs, not only do they charge them with having those drugs, but they give them a worse charge, the intent to distribute those drugs. How do they even know what that person's intent was? I was like, stay woke, boomer, right? How do they know what that person's intent is? My mom's like, you can't just get somebody in more trouble because they got a good deal. Because they caught a sale and bought in bulk? Why is that bad? I think it's funny, my mom thinks of the illicit drug trade like Costco. But I do want to be on board with her, because you can't get in that kind of trouble with anything else, right? Like if I got caught with 13 sex workers, right? I actually think sex work should be legal. Not what this joke's about, though. If I got caught with 13 sex workers, I wouldn't expect the police to come in and be like, Tyler, we're charging you with being a pimp. I don't know what kind of vibes I'm giving off to you guys, but it's not pimp, right? I'm dressed like a Cajun battle rapper. I look like I would try to sell you weed boudin. Right? I would be in handcuffs like, officer, I caught a sale and bought in bulk on these ladies. I have no intent to distribute these hoes. None. Me and my mom also had a roommate for a while because I'm a millennial and I will never own property. We had a roommate. He just moved out, but man, I lived with him for a long time. He did this weird thing where he would forget that he has a roommate. The amount of times I've walked in on this dude masturbating was staggering. 12, 13, he was putting up some big league numbers, this guy. One time I walked in on him and he said the stupidest thing anyone's ever said when they've been caught masturbating. He looked up at me with these big anime eyes, and he goes, it happens to the best of us. What? Fuck you, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. How dare you assume that you are one of the best of us? You know what the best of us do when we're getting ready to jack off? Lock the door. Wrap a belt around our necks. How about you choose a place that isn't the kitchen, buddy? Right? Those are my nice towels. And that's not what coconut oil is for, Bobby Flay. I walked in on this dude taking a dick pic one time in my bathroom. My bathroom. Now, I learned by this point, I lived with him long enough, I know I gotta open doors and cut corners with my head high, right? I really didn't know what I was gonna see on that day. But his dick was so big, right? It fell out of his pants, and you know that it's big because I use the word fall. Falling implies things like weight and mass, things that I would never use to describe my dick, right? My dick doesn't fall anywhere. My dick just pops out like an old man fluffing a pillowcase, just wrinkly. His dick fell out of his pants and the sheer gravity of it tugged on my vision. Like there was a disturbance in the force. My spider senses were tingling. You ever see a dick so big you just start doing math? I was dick-stracted. I was dick-straught and dick-stressed. I felt dick-respected in my own bathroom. I couldn't be mad, though. His dick was so big, I kind of wanted to get in on it. I was like, let me put my face up next to it for perspective. Just couldn't be mad. If my dick was that big, I'd have so many dick pics. My phone would be physically heavier from the sheer terabytes. It was actually my daughter who ratted me out to my mom for smoking weed. You know, it's funny how it happened. We were all watching an anti-vaping ad together. And my mom goes, hey, your dad doesn't do that, does he? The answer is no. I don't do nicotine, don't vape nothing. But my daughter's seen me smoke a lot, and we never really had the conversation about like, hey, what's the difference between weed and cigarettes and stuff like that. But in that moment, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, there was an understanding, so I just give her this look. You ever try to send someone a message with your mind? I was like, snitches get stitches, bitch. She killed it, though. She looked up at my mom and goes, Dad only smokes the good shit. My mom looked me in the eyes and said, I can't believe you Haven't considered the effects of secondhand skeet around your daughter.